Okay, perfect. So
Hi,
yeah,
sir.
so
Good
hey, yes, go
evening.
ahead. Sunita, go ahead.
Yeah, so just wanted to know that did we complete what we call networking part or not yet?
Yes, it seems like we have done in the first week, right? We have done the ping, the trace route, and I'm just going through that right now. It seems like the week one, the first class we have went through ping, trace route, and we have done even networking basic troubleshooting.
I okay.
Day
I
one.
think last time we just discussed what we call the assignment parts.
For the networking, right?
No, no, the assignments that you gave to us. Assignment one, assignment two, assignment three.
Okay, okay. And so here, give me one second. Let me share what I'm seeing here. So screen,
Sorry, really sorry. Might be I missed some parts. I don't know
maybe yes.
because for my understanding, we just covered
Okay,
assignment
so it
parts.
seems like week one, we have networking here. This is IT help desk summary of this batch. Day one, we had the introduction, we
Yes.
had and networking here. We did. I think we have not. Yes, we did. We did go through the lesson. We talked about public IP, private IP. We had our troubleshooting session here. Maybe you have missed this class. Maybe I think
No,
possibly
actually, I joined this batch later.
later.
Might be
Okay, okay.
I.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Just log into the LMS and you should be able to take a look at this one. Okay.
Got it.
Okay. No problem. At all. No problem.
Yeah. Thanks.
No problem. Anyone have any questions on this one? On the LMS or general usage of LMS?
No.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Very good. Okay. So in today's class, we're going to go over our ticketing system, and you guys going to be given the Microsoft 365 assignment as well, which you'll do using our LMS, our ticketing system itself. Okay. So let's go and get started on our lessons on our ticketing system. And you guys will get a live account as well. This class will be done at 8 o'clock. I will be able to give you guys, give me one second. I think your LMS account should be already ready. I've asked the staff to create them. Just give me one second. Let me just take a look at it and see if it's created so you guys can do up this December. Yes, it has been created. So I'll give you guys access to the LMS system as well. Mm,
Can I say something real quick?
of course, go ahead.
Yeah. I wrote the Easy 900 examination.
Very good, AZ900. Very good. How was
Uh,
it?
I passed it.
Very good. Very good. Did you use the resources that we shared on the LMS, the videos?
Yes, I used the videos and I used the website. He said we should go the Azure fundamental website.
Yes.
I used all of that. That was is actually everything on the Azure fundamental that came out. Yeah, this one, the Azure
Yeah, this one.
fundamental. It's everything on there that came out.
Yeah, and it's pretty much we've never had anyone fail from these videos. And there's one video here, if you guys don't see, there's this small one. We can't put the image up, but it's right over here as well. These two videos are very good resources. And
Mm, and I
usually, very
and
good,
I
man.
and I went on the main portal, the main Azure portal.
Hmm.
Yeah, true where I did my true where I did the appointment for my for the examination.
Hmm.
Where I did an appointment for the examination. So I went through that and that's where I got most of the resources I used for the examination.
Perfect. And you're talking about here, where it is if you just go on google.com, sorry, if I can spell google.com. Congratulations, Charles. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing with us. Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give me one second. I'll just show the class where you're meant by. So when you go into this one,
Yeah,
and then
this
you
one.
scroll here, and there's something called preparing for exam. I'm just trying to find that with my okay exam AZ 900 study guide over here.
No, go up, go up. Let me
Oh, you're
see.
talking about
When you go up, let me see. Yeah, this all these ones. It say
oh
introduction.
yes,
Yes, prepare for the examination. All this is what exactly
yeah,
I went into. Yeah, these are the
yeah.
resources I used.
You don't. Some people don't see this one in the past. If you don't, then you just scroll down here, and then go from here to AZ 900 study guide as well from here.
Uh-huh.
And this will give you a study guide and path as well. This will give you exactly what the exam will look like,
Yes,
and exactly what type of question they'll ask, what are the criteria, marking criteria, and everything being here.
exactly. And they also have to use the practice assessment. This
here.
practice assessment, that one, yeah.
Very good, man. And how long did it take you to prep for this, Charles?
It took me, honestly, it took me 2 weeks.
Yes, exactly. So we've seen people 2 to 3 weeks is more than enough to prep for these exams itself. Very good, very good. You are right on the timelines. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And guys, for the A plus, I do have a very good discount on the A plus itself as well. Okay, if you guys ever want to do it, let me know. We do have a discounted coupon codes for those. Okay.
The CompTIA.
CompTIA A plus, yes.
Okay. I might get to do that next.
Yes, the A plus is right now is very highly demanded now for the entry level as well. So if you do want it, it's this exam. I'll just show you guys. It is a 2-part exam, and the resources there as well. We give it to you. It's a new version. It's this one over here. A plus, and this one you have to do 2-part. There's 2-part thing. You don't have to pay 265. I believe we can get it down to 190.
Okay.
For the examination for one voucher. Okay, so you just have to pay 190 for both exam. 190 plus another 190 for the other exam. Okay.
Sorry. You said this is A plus voucher, right?
Yeah, this is A plus voucher for one exam.
Of this. And which other one?
Sorry.
What is the other one?
So no. Okay, so A plus is split into two certificates: Core 1 and Core 2.
Oh, okay.
So you have to get it's the same thing. It's the same. So let's say you pass the first A plus, it'll be considered as A plus Core 1. You have passed Core 1, and you do the same exam again. It'll be you pass that one. It'll be a different exam. It's based on your account, and when you log in, when you do it, it's a Core 2 exam. Once you pass the 2 exams, is when you're certified in CompTIA A plus. It's a 2 exam. Yeah, it's either redeem this digital code for either for A. If you don't have the Core 2, you have to do the Core 1 first. A plus Core 1. You pass that, and then you can do A plus Core 2 exam, which will equal A plus certified.
With one voucher, or we have to get 2 vouchers?
It's 2 vouchers. It's 2 vouchers. So if you get it from here, because we got the discount, let's see, give me 1 second. This will be USD. This is USD, right? So it's 265 times that by 2, 530. We have an offer price for 190 plus 190. This will be 380. So you'll essentially save what? Minus 530. You'll save about 150 USD. For 380 Canadian USD to Canadian, I'll give you guys a conversion rate.
That's about
USD to see. This is just approximate, okay? The day and time when this happens. 380. So it'll be around $520, $25 for the whole entire A plus exam voucher. You don't have to buy all up front. You can buy first one and then pass and then get a second one. Okay, not a problem at all. It is a discounted price. Okay, we got it from NGO.
And also, is there a material like
yes, 100%, 100%. So in here, if you go here, oh, you know what? It's not here, but I'll share it with you. No problem at all. I'll add it in here. Don't worry. I'll add it in here just like this one. We have 2 resources for the A plus. Sorry, it's not in this one. I'll add it in this one. Before tomorrow, end of day tomorrow, will be added in here. Okay, for years. Go ahead.
Sorry for the interruption. Sorry. So if we go for this course, CompTIA Plus, so what's the duration for this course?
It's a self-paced, right? This one, we'll share the resource to you. You can watch it on your own time. Usually, people take about 4 weeks to pass CompTIA exam, 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how many time you can put in. 3 to 4 weeks, I've seen people more successful in a 4 week when they study for 4 weeks. Okay, 3 weeks is slightly pushing it. It might be too much information at once. 4 weeks is a perfect amount of time to plan for this. Okay.
Okay.
If you're just doing the exam by itself, no work, you're just focusing on it, 3 weeks should be okay. But if you're working and you're an individual that has to go to work, then please plan for 4 weeks because you do have to spend some time on the A+.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
I'll share 2 resources for core 1 and 2 resources for core 2 as well with you guys for that one. That people have
Right.
used in the
Thank you.
past to pass the exam. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
please
and then,
share those links over
yes. It'll be in the
over
LMS.
email.
Yeah, no, it'll be in
Yeah.
the LMS itself. Okay. So that way you guys can go in here
Okay.
by tomorrow. I'll send you guys an email saying it's been updated. Once I have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Thanks.
yeah, no problem at all. Any other questions? Charles, man, congratulations. Okay, you're ahead of the game. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if you guys ever find that these things are helping, please let us know because we do want to make sure that they are helping people pass, and that's the thing. It's a main important thing for us too, right? So it helps people to get these certifications. Okay, so we just want to. I always check them and ask every time, and we filter them out and change them, right? So, but as far as we know, these 2 links are very good for people to watch. And if you don't have to get the ITIL 4. It's not really necessary for your role. If you're planning it, these 2 are excellent resources, especially this guy's video here for ITIL 4. It's I've used this video to pass myself the ITIL. It's a very good explanation from this guy. It is a little bit dry, but you can pass the exam. It just skips all the nonsense and just goes for exam. Okay. Okay. So you guys will have. Okay, you know what? I'll give you guys ticketing system information. I have it here. Give me 1 second. Let me stop the presentation. Okay, so I just emailed you guys your username and password for your not for your LMS, for your ticketing system. Give me 1 second here. All right. What is this? Okay, perfect. The website has been sent to you. It's connect.ctect.ca/scp. Okay, that's been sent to you guys as well in an email. Just about 30 seconds ago. You guys should be all receiving it very shortly. Ticketing system login with the username and password. This will look like this. Okay, the username, and you'll use this, and this is the password. Okay, over here. O is capital 1 Ontario, and this is URL. Okay, you'll log in. Okay, now let's go to here. Okay, now you'll put in your username and you'll put in your password. You'll be able to log in. So, and you'll see some tickets in there, and you go ahead and create some tickets and those type of things, right? But let's talk about a ticketing system. What is the important role it plays inside of IT itself? Okay, ticketing system is used to identify 3 main pillars. I believe we have talked about this in one of the videos. Go
So,
ahead.
so sorry for interruption, sir. I think my name is missed in that list. Can you please cross-check it one more time?
No problem, no problem. Give me 1 second here. Let me go to the email. Okay, no worries. I'm gonna send that to you shortly. Okay, Sunita. Sorry,
Sure.
because you're just enrolled in this batch something later. That's probably the reason why. Don't
Yes.
worry. I'll send you the information. Okay, not a problem at all. I'll put it in
Sure.
my. Give me 1 second. Let me put on my list over here. Thank you so much for flagging it, Sunita. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I just opened it and saw that
100%.
like yeah.
You know what? Why you're not in here? Give me 1 second. You know what probably happened
I
because okay, give me 1 second here. Let's make sure you're. Oh. What is your email, Sunita? S.
email is correct. Email is correct. I received the email, but
Oh, did you?
name is missing. Yes, yes. I
Okay.
got the email,
Which
but the
one is the
name is
email?
missing. 9321.
Oh, perfect. Okay, okay,
9321.
okay. Got okay, okay, perfect. Okay, no worries. Don't worry about it. I'll send it to you as soon as we're done this class. Okay, I'll get it created and sent to you.
Mhm.
No worries at all.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks.
No problem. Thank you. Okay, no worries. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. All right, so let me go here. Perfect. So the reason why we use a ticketing system is to one, identify what are the three main pillars inside an IT ticket, IT team itself. These three main pillars are the reason why we have a job. Okay, and can you guys try to identify these three main pillars? What a ticketing system is used. It's part of the one of the recorded videos that we talked about, and they start with service tickets, request tickets maybe, and there's this total of three. Okay, no worries.
So
Cool.
to get alerts like why device or any issue is impacted.
Um,
Um,
repeat that one more time, Smita. I just my headset is an issue. Sorry, your voice is working. My headset. Just repeat that one more time, Smita, please.
no, I'm just saying I'm not sure I'm right or wrong, but I'm just
Good.
saying
Good.
that with the help of ticketing system, we can get alert like what's
Mhm,
the issue,
mhm,
why, then we can identify then why this issue was created.
mhm.
And
So when you say issue, right? You said issues.
yeah,
What is another name for issue?
problem.
Um, Problems,
Outage.
yes. Outreach, like you guys, yes, you guys are right. You guys are all the same thing, but it's just slightly different named.
Incident?
Yes,
Incident.
that's
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
Incidents, yes. So incidents are what we call as issues, right? Like a normal, one-off thing where we have where we have. I don't want to say problem. It's like certain things that happens which causes an outage, short term or a short while, right? That is one instance. Let's say if Sunita comes in Monday morning and she says, "Hey, I can't log into my computer. Something happened, right? Maybe she has forgotten the password. Maybe she has tried too many times because just a Monday morning type of thing, right? Fine, it's fine. Like let's say Charles also comes in on Monday morning. Be like, "Hey, I can't log in, man." Okay, maybe Charles has had some time off because he forgot his password or he legitimately cared. Just something happened didn't work, right? Fine. Next thing is we see Dilip come over and be like, "Hey, I can't log into my thing, and this is at 8 o'clock. Everything's happening, right?" Now this becomes a sort of an issue. You see how it becomes like it's a repeated thing, right? Now we're seeing a greater outage. We're seeing it as an outage, right? Which now becomes a problem. Usually, in a lot of corporate environment, we say anything three or more times is means it's a problem, which means there's a bigger outage itself, okay, rather than a one-off incident. Like, okay, yes, okay, she forgot, he forgot, that's fine. But when it becomes multiple and we see a trend, it becomes a problem. And for incident, we're just trying to fix it. We go on with it, right? Like you need to install printer's not printing. Those are all incidents, and we just try to fix them, get them over with. We're done. We just document them. We're done, right? But when it becomes a problem, there's something called RCA. Does anyone know what RCA stands for? There's
Root cause
actually
analysis.
yes, that's right. It depends on which background you come from. RC has different meaning. If you're coming from medical background, there's different meaning. I completely forgot. I think it's called uh, record of something. I think, but anyways, in terms of IT, when we see RCA, we're doing root cause analysis to see how this problem has started. The reason why we do this is to make sure this problem never happens in the future, or if it does, we can identify it before this becomes a problem when it's at the incident state. Okay, it could be due to a failure of a server, failure of a switch, failure of access point. We just need to come down to what the exact cause is, and make sure we investigate it properly, and make sure the next time when this is about to happen, we can detect it early, which is what Sunita was saying, having alerts. So part of the ticketing system is monitoring alerts as well, right? So we receive alerts. Those are part of a ticket. Those are instant ticket as well. But the main three pillars of a ticketing system is service request, which is when you ask for something, right? It's a net, we call it a net new request, which starts as, I need to get access to a shared folder, or can I get a monitor from my office? Can I get access to this? Can I this, right? It's a net new access, a net new acquaintance, right? Acquiring, which will mean that, it's something that new, it's coming to me. Anything that, that I already have and it's not working for me, I'm asking for it again, which will become incident. If incident does happen occurring a lot more time, more than once or twice or third time, it'll become a problem itself. Okay, those are three pillars of a ticketing system. Now, the more advanced ticketing system like ServiceNow, Jira, and those type of thing, they added in a fourth pillar, which is not really a traditional form of ticketing system itself. It's called asset management. So which is what we use to monitor who has which laptop, who has which monitor. Some of them even see the docking stations, what type of configuration, software license, which computer is assigned to. It's just to have a database of information on where everything belongs, who has what. In case when they're offboarding, we need to collect all the device, we can make sure, right? And we also know who has what at any given point of time. It's to manage the asset. And we know we had a total value of, $3.2 million worth of computer. We know who has it. And if there is any repair that the computer is acquiring in a short period of time or a long period of time, we can use that to analyze from our ticket and do something with it when we come to renew the contract, right? So for example, I'll tell you this. When we do, let's say, we in a hospital, we have Dell computers, right? And we have various models of Dell computers. And I own a specific model called Dell Latitude 5410. We can actually see how many times has my laptop was brought into the office or for IT department for reimaging or fixing, right? And if it does seem like more than 3 times, we can actually set a notification up. The administrator can set a notification up saying to, exchange your computer. And we can send it for warranty, right? But let's say this has been a problem that we always have this model come back and it's overheating, whatever the issue, right? We would have created tickets for it and assign it to the laptop itself as well. We can automatically assign to the laptop certain systems, right? ServiceNow, Jira, Web helped us. We can pull in the hardware detail as well automatically by when we select the personnel. Those are all, they're the more advanced version. They do automatically, right? So when we see these laptops coming in for these specific repairs, it could be a hardware repair, software repair, malfunctioning, power outage, whatever it is, right? When we, in the 4 years, the management will take a look at a report from the ticketing system itself and see what are the different issues these laptops faced, and was there any that we sent in for repair? Was anything was what was the downtime amount, right? We can see actually what it took to travel. As long as the ticketing administrator is setting these up properly, you can actually see. With that, we can make a better decision on when we go to renew the contract with the company. That's the reason why you'll see sometimes, a company be using, like for example, HP laptop for past, 5-6 years, and I hate HP laptops. It's just a personal thing, right? But they might be, seeing that these laptops are coming back with a lot more issues. We're issuing people, temporary laptops or reassigning new laptops to them, pretty much on a consistent basis. Then this is when we start, when we do the negotiation on the 4-year, 5-year mark, we look at different vendors, right? And I personally prefer Dell or Lenovo, but it depends on the contract and the amount of deal we get, right? So that's how we use it, asset management, to make sure asset management is a bigger piece of the pie as well right now, right? But it gets managed by a system admin or actually a desktop team itself, which should be the second team close to you. Desktop team, you have your service delivery, help us. You have your desktop team, you have your networking team, you have your server management team, and then you have your cybersecurity, right? In the IT team as well. So this will be usually taken care by the desktop team itself, who assigns hardware and create asset tickets. It's called, or asset tags. Asset tags. And this would be like, a 10-digit or 4-digit or 5-digit serial number assigned to a computer. So they can be easily, unified, right? So uniquely identified, right? That's what it's used for. Okay. Any question here, guys, about the explanation about ticketing system, why it's used for?
No.
Perfect. So as we talked about, in the ticketing system, we have something called dashboard. All ticketing system has dashboard. We can see the amount of service desk ticket it came through, amount of users submitted ticket. We can see on a monthly, daily basis, and ticket assigned to you. You can see ticket assigned to your group. Remember that you're part of a group as well, right? You're part of a big IT group, and inside of IT group, you're part of probably a service desk or help desk, and part of the help desk, you're probably part of the level 1 team, right? Itself, right? You can see how many tickets are assigned to level 1. You can see how many tickets are assigned to your your parent group, which would be a service desk or help desk, and maybe even that's parent group, which is IT itself, right? And maybe some system are set in a way that you can only see the ticket that's assigned to you. It depends on how complex company wants set up their ticketing system. Now, when you work for a bank, you can only see a ticket that's assigned to your group, and you go and take the tickets, right? You assign to yourself, okay? Or it gets assigned to you automatically. Depends on which bank you work for, which branch you work for, or which division of the branch you work for. In banking sector, it's just completely different. And the Microsoft Azure access you have is a very much a stripped down version of access you have. Okay? If you're in a team of onboarding, you can only purely do onboarding, and then you might be able to do password resets. That's about it, to be honest, right? So that's how you can do it. It's very stripped down to exactly what role you can play. Basically, they use something called RBAC, and which you guys have used. Can you guys tell me what RBAC means?
Rollback access.
Access. You didn't finish that.
Role-based access control.
Very good. Role-based access control. Very good. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Role-based access control, and it's based on what role you're exactly playing. It gives you the specific access. You don't have more access. You don't have less access. The exact access you need. Okay. Anything else you need to know, you need to have permission for, which in a banking industry you'll get denied. You are not allowed to work on anything else you've been trained on, and proper shadowing has been done. It is a long process, but it's not like you cannot move up in a banking industry. The banking industry is one of the easiest industries to move up and get into another field. Okay, it's up. Okay, so this is where your ticketing system will exist, and you have something called users. Okay, so these will be, you'll have users as in sometimes they're staff member, so which are in the IT team, and you'll also have users as well, right? You'll have technician, tech, and you'll have customer or users as well, which will include customers. So in this case, these are all customers or users, okay, which are currently in our system right now. There's about 17 users. Some of them are duplicate. It's just for ticketing purpose itself. It's a demo account, right? So that's what we use it for. And you can see organization here. If there is multiple organization or multiple team, you can see it through here. Okay, itself. But which is, we don't have just this is just a basic setup of the ticketing system. Okay. Some ticketing system can have tasks. Okay. Right now, I realize that a lot of ticketing system are getting rid of tasks is because tasks are assigned outside of ticketing system, not inside ticketing system. So okay. So like think of tasks like this. So if you have a ticket, right, and the ticket is basically a sheet of, imagine like a sheet that gives you instructions on what work you have and what work you must get done, right? So imagine, let's say, if Athala Mahendra Kumar is not able to log into Azure, You'll have a ticket for that, right? So your task will be to reset Athalan's password and make sure you're assigned to him. Or let's say we talk about onboarding, like you guys did for user account creation, right? Which you guys would have, created a Microsoft Azure account, make sure they're part of a certain nested group, and make sure to give them access to a certain RBAC role itself, right? Well, each of those will be considered as a task, and you must complete all the tasks for the ticket to be considered can be closed or can be resolved itself. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying can be resolved or can be closed is because on a ticketing system, you must inform the user that this ticket has been resolved and information has been passed to you. Now, there's two type of company, 2 or 3 different structure how a company would like you to close a ticket or what you need to do to close a ticket. Okay, and the reason is because one is this: if you're on a customer model, which means a person who pays a company to receive the service, okay, they're considered as customer. If you're on a customer frame, they'll have something called SLA, service level agreement, which tells them for a certain issue, we will make sure to do the service within this amount of time. Maybe if it's like a password reset during business hours, we'll get it done within 30 minutes. If it's a access related request, then they'll get it done within 6 hours or something like that, right? It's a promise to the business because they're paying us, right, to do this. If you're in a customer facing role, I'll tell you what most MSP, managed service providers, do is once you have done the the initial let's say password reset, you will actually call the user to make sure they can log in. Once they have logged in and you verify, you can go ahead and click on resolve and close the ticket. So we can resolve the ticket, which means it's a closing ticket. Okay. But let's say if it's an access related issue, right? Issue or request, right? Let's say I'm asking you for a certain file access, right? You would grant it. You call or you send me an email saying that, hey, this has been granted. Can you please check and let us know so we can go ahead and mark it as resolved, right? So I would have to check if I have the access, and I can go ahead and let you know resolved. Now, there is some companies do follow something called user acknowledgement, which means the user must say, yes, I have the access, or no, I don't have the access. And they'll keep the ticket open until the customer says, or maybe for 6 months or something like that, right? But certain companies, most companies, will close the ticket after 3 reach outs. So what does it mean by reach outs? So when we resolve the issue, or what we as a technician presume that we have resolved the issue, will first of all, I always tell my team to do this is call the user if it's a password reset or access, right? Maybe you can't get to them because they're busy. Send them an email, right? And your company will have some sort of instant messaging. It could be Teams, it could be Jabber, it could be Slack, whatever it is, right? Your instant messaging, and message them, right? No reply whatsoever. You wait for 1 more day. You wait for 1 day or 2 days, depending on your company policy itself, and you'll try to do the same thing again, right? And then the third time you'll do it, and you'll give like 2 or 3 day gap, right? So they have, if they're on vacation, they can be back, and this will be open maximum for 3 weeks, because in a normal corporate environment, nobody can take a holiday for more than 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It's a normal criteria, right? So usually we'll keep it open for 3 weeks, and once a week or once every 3-4 days we'll reach out. It's either 3 to 5 times, depends on where it is. If we don't get a reply, I'm going to assume that this issue has been resolved and close the ticket and ask the user to reopen the ticket if they do have any issues. And some companies don't like this, some companies do. So you might want to ask your team lead, what is the procedure on closing a ticket if you get no reply from the user? And you would not ask this question during your interview. You'd usually ask this on your day 1 training, because you don't want to, you don't ask the type of question, a ticketing related question once you're in an interview. It should be more of once you're in the job itself. Okay. But that's where you would do, these are normal procedure you would do to follow up with the user. Some companies say don't call them, message or email, or close the ticket once you're done, and they can verify and let you know, right? So it depends on each company's protocol, okay? Now, this is what we call the customer facing. Now you have user facing, right? So some companies, you support the staff that's working in the company, right? Like hospital, you're supporting nurse, doctors, janitorial server person, and external vendors as well, right? In that case, we have we have a little more leniency, right? We can call them and talk to them. We can see, we can even go and meet them and see, right? Because they're in the same facility itself, and make sure the issue gets resolved. I would always follow the same rules. It's 3 reach outs. Do it over the 3 to 4 reach outs over the span of 3 weeks. If no reply, close the ticket. And then if they open, we'll deal with it then. But until then, we assume that the issue is resolved. You have to document on what you do, right? So you can't just be like the ticket has been resolved and done, right? You have to document exactly what you have done. And if it does get reopened, I'll get notified that a ticket has been reopened. The reason why I take a look at it, or any manager will take a look at a ticket that's been reopened, it's to make sure that it's not at our fault, right? Let's say if we see that like Adhavan is a technician, level 1 technician, and any ticket he closes, we're just seeing a enormous amount of reopens, which tells us that there's something he's not doing right, which means a lot of customers are either they're pissed off, their work is not done, so they're getting back again and again, which will lower the customer satisfaction rate, right? Or it's called a customer service delivery criteria. So which it's called a CSP, customer service level something. I forgot the name off my head, but it's to measure how satisfied is the customer with the service we provide, and which helps us improve the IT team, and as well as the training with IT itself, right? Which is what I see when I'm a manager there. So I always make sure that a ticket is reopening rate is very low, which means we have done our job. When it's very high from someone, which means that they have not done their job, or they're doing too good, people are reopening the ticket to say thank you. And some system, when a user replies back to the ticket saying thank you so much for your help, you'll reopen it too. So it depends on what scenario it's reopening, right? So if it's just they're saying thank you, we'll just ignore it. That's fine. But if they're saying that the issue is not resolved, and this is often, I would call them in on for one-on-one to talk to them and see what we can do to help them. What we can do to help them, right? Maybe they're just not reaching out properly, and that's the reason why we make sure we always reach out 3 times, and it has to be in the span of 3 weeks for our purposes itself. Okay, and each company is different, so when you go to your work, please ask your team lead. Okay, right. So the next one is tickets. Okay, the tickets are unique set of like, think of it like if you're working in a restaurant, right? When somebody places an order, you get a bill, right? That bill says exactly what they have ordered and how would they like their dish to be done. And each table will probably have like 10 or different, each person will have their own specific ticket that tells you what type of food they like and how they like it, right? So exactly like that. So each service request will have its own tickets. Each service request will have its own ticket. Sorry, each incident will have its own ticket. Each service request will have its own tickets. Each problem tickets will have its own ticket. Okay, problem will have its own ticket. The only unique thing about problem is in all the ticketing system you'll see is you can link multiple incident ticket to one problem ticket. So we can link all the people that had this problem, right? So we know when we take a look at it, we can see, okay, this problem ticket has about 300 different incident tickets attached to it. So we know as many people have the same issue, right? And that's the reason why it's important if you have a problem ticket, is if there's an incident that's been reported related to the problem, you will link the problem and link the problem and the incident ticket itself, okay? So one will be a parent ticket, which is the problem ticket, and then your incident that's related to the problem will become child ticket, okay? Does that make sense, guys? I know.
Yes.
Yeah, I know sometimes it might get confusing for some people. Just if you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay? It's not a problem at all.
It's confusing.
Okay. Yes. Which one is confusing, Charlie?
Everything is confusing.
Okay. So do you want me to start from the ticketing system itself, or which one would you like me to start from?
The parents, you said something about the parents or the nesting ticketing or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Remember what we talked about, Charlie, is multiple incident will allow us to open up a problem ticket, right? Multiple same issue or related issue will allow us to open up a problem ticket, right?
Okay.
So we need to tell which incident ticket caused to open a problem ticket, The reason's because then if we do need to follow up with the user or track who are the issue, it's easy for us, right? Think of it from a from a managerial standpoint. I want to know who slipped and fall on this floor. Maybe Charles has fell down, Shob has fell down, Dilip has fell down, Sunita has fell down, Shahil has fell down, right? We know like incident report of who has fell down because of water spillage. So when we go and resolve it, we make sure everybody's resolved, right? If we do fix a major outage, we need to make sure everybody's working, so we can check and make sure everybody is working and report based on it, right? It's to link everything together so we can better trace. It's purely for tracing purposes.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense now.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah, and it's just a link. The link is to make sure we can trace back to who reported the same incident that caused us to open up a problem. It's just to better follow. Okay. And the reasons could be millions, right? It could be because we want to see a trend of what day and time this has been occurred, how many people has reported, when it was resolved, did everyone else got resolved or no? Was it a full resolution or was it a partial resolution? Were we able to make sure that we can reach out to everyone and make sure we check up on everyone or send an outage email to everyone, right? And we can measure the magnitude of the outage too. If 3,000 people work in an organization, if only 200 people have reported it, it is a very minute outage, but it's still something we can consider as outage problem. But we want to make sure that it doesn't expand, right? Maybe the next time when it comes, if it was 500 people, now the outage has expanded in a magnitude that is tangible, what we call, meaning we can actually see a big impact. We can see it, we can count it, right? It's tangible. We can touch it, we can feel it. Okay. All right. Any question, guys? Awesome. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to create a new ticket. But before we do that, just give me 1 second. I don't know why you don't have the video for Microsoft 365. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm going to link your assignments in here. There's going to be 3 assignments for Microsoft 365 as well, which you guys will work on. Okay. Just give me 2 minutes here.
Okay. One more question before you go. After the AZ 900, we have to do the CompTIA Core 1 and Core 2, right?
Yes, those are certification. Yeah.
And we have to do the Microsoft 365.
No, don't do it because it became irrelevant. Because it's going to expire on March 1st. No point on writing it at this point. Okay.
So just the CompTIA.
CompTIA A+. Yeah.
What about the network?
No, network is not needed. You don't need it.
Because most of the time I see on Indeed it says CompTIA plus network plus Azure Active Directory, which is the Entra ID, and which other one again, and AZ 900. I really don't see much of AZ 900. I only see much. I see more of Active Directory. Yeah, that's AZ 900, right?
Active Directory is a little bit of AZ 900 and a little bit of AZ 104. But you have Active Directory experience part of this as well.
Yes.
But the thing is, if you want to get a networking plus, I'm not going to say no, but I suggest don't waste your money on it right now. The reason why I'm going to say that is sometimes when you do a little bit more higher qualified certificate like Network Plus, it puts you in a bit of a limbo, The reason was, I'll tell you this, when we interview for people, right, specifically for level 1, level 2, level 1 specifically, we do not like when people have too many of these advanced certifications. I'll tell you this, Charlie, okay? So what I from a manager standpoint, what I think is this. If I was to hire you, you're going to stay with me for 6 months. And then you're going to use my work experience, the work experience we give you at a hospital, right, as a leverage point to land another job. Because it's going to pay you better and it's going to be a jumping point, right? When we hire you on hospital, right? When you look at the hiring from the start to end of hiring you to putting into placement, it costs us about $20,000. That is a realistic. That's a realistic salary or thing that what get involved in hiring you. Not just one person, but imagine the HR person was get involved, right? The background checks, the training that's involved, and it takes me at least 3 months to train you and get you caught you up to speed. With almost 3 months of work, at least $20,000 worth of investment. If I see someone with Network Plus, Server Plus, all these certifications, I know for a fact they don't want to stay in here for $50,000 salary. They'll use the 6 months experience and they'll jump to something else that'll give them 60, 65,000, right? It's not a bad thing, but for me, I'll be hesitant to hire you. I'd rather hire someone with a slightly beginner level certification, train them up to a point where we give them option of paying the further certification and get them settled in the workplace, right? Then someone with a higher level of certification. And this is exactly the thought process almost all managers and directors would think.
Oh.
What is my ROI? Like as Charlie, when he comes to me to work, the reason why I say ROI is I can only see a return on investment if you stick with us for more than a year. That is precisely the reason why you have 1 year of probation, 3 months probation, and 1 year you cannot take vacation, you cannot use any of your money for tuition reimbursement. They will not pay for you for 1 year until for certifications or anything. It's because I don't see any money coming back from you for the business. After 1 year is when I see a return, start to see return on investment. Because 3 months of training, and there has been at least $6,000 to $10,000 involved in hiring. Because when I'm doing an interview for you for 1 hour, that's almost $110. That's we're putting down on the 1 hour interview. Plus, if there's a director, that's another $100, $200 for the call. If there's HR, that's going to be $50 an hour. If there's another, for scheduling, there's another $25. So for West, when we talk on a 1 hour interview, that interview call costs the company about approximately $400 to $600 for the 1 hour.
How? Sorry, how is it costing the company that amount when I just decided to just turn on my Wi-Fi, accept your interview, and we go talking?
Yeah. So what are like averagely a manager gets paid on an hourly basis $65 to $80, $90 an hour. Okay. A director is $75 an hour to $110 an hour, approximate ranging, right? HR person will get $34 to $45 an hour. And an analyst who's involved to schedule your thing, like when we calculate all this, there's a background cost to it, right? Like personnel cost. When I sit down and talk to you for 1 hour in an interview, it's costing the company money, right? Where I could be planning for other things for the company itself. And then when hiring you, like you meaning when hiring someone, they're in a hospital. I'm talking about a hospital environment, right? There has to be a training session involved for health and safety, for equipment safety, for cybersecurity, and those type of things. There are 3 days of training, and for that, the person gets about, I believe, the trainer gets about $110 or $200 per hour to come and train. Right, that happens every 2 weeks. So there's a back end cost to it, right? A background check cost is that much too. Yeah, I think it's around $200 or $300 per person, something like that. I'm not sure exactly the cost, but it's something like that. But a realistic a hiring cost of someone is $20,000. That's the reason why, to avoid the $20,000 of cost, they're using recruiters to get in contract, right? That is the reason why, to avoid that. But a full-time role costs the company anywhere from, depending on how big and small the company is, $15,000 to $20,000. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's just a back-end cost, right? That we don't see. But when we see it on a budget, it is a lot of cost. Because my budget when I was doing Ontario Shores is about $4.1 million a year. My budget that I handle in IT, right? Out of the $4.1 million, about 40 to 50% will just go for staff salary, right? And the rest, about $300,000 will be for hiring temporary workers and those type of things. So it is a lot of money involved in it, right? So just for back-end purposes. And that's the reason why we say sometimes these high-end certification will hurt you rather than helping you land the job.
Oh.
When you go for an interview, they might tell you, hey, you have A+. We might need you to get networking plus. Are you comfortable? If they say they'll pay for it, perfect. You say yes,
Get
I can
what?
definitely get it.
Get what?
Sorry?
You said something now. I didn't get that.
Oh, no. Okay, so let's say you go to an interview, right? The interviewer sees, okay, so let's say you're going to go to a desktop team, right? Our networking team. And I think that Charlie or Sunil or Dilip will do a good job in networking team. I say, okay, I see you have your AZ900. I see you have your A+, right? For this team, you have 3 months to get Network Plus. Are you
Net-
comfortable with networking? Network Plus.
Okay,
Network
okay.
Plus. CompTIA Network Plus. And if you say, yes, I can definitely within 3 months, for sure. Perfect whatsoever, right? And we say we will cover the networking examination cost for the passing grade, right? Which means now it's a win-win situation for you. Now you have made the company pay for your certification, which means when I pay for it, I have to make sure you work in networking, right? That's the reason why I always say, if you want to do certifications, always talk to your manager after 6 months or 8 months or 9 months into the work, and tell them this is where you want to be. What can I do to do that, right? What can I do to be in the team, or what can I do to be participating in the team? The manager will work out a plan for you, and he'll tell you, okay, maybe in the next 3 months you'll do shadowing, and then after that you can do the certification, and we'll start to slowly absorb you in the team, right? Which means now you've done some shadowing, you've got practical experience, and the examination I'm telling you to do, I will get the company to pay for it. Now, when the company pays for it, I cannot tell the company that, okay, if Charlie passed Networking Plus, why am I not involved in Networking Plus? We have just paid $500 for your exam, right? So it's a smarter move to make the workplace pay for you. Now, there's some, sometimes you might have to wait for 9 months, 10 months, 1 year, but it's 100% worth it. And all the certification I have got, I never paid out of my pocket. I always got the company to pay for it. Because PMP is $1,000. ITIL is about $700. I'm not wasting my money, man, because I would never be able to use it. If the company pays for it, they have to give me the opportunity to use it. They're obligated, right? And I can just be like, I never got the opportunity to use it. I just got a free certification for $1,000. And they'll give you time to study too. Like usually in my team, I'll give them I think it's 4 or 5 hours per week to study for the thing, and they can split it up. You can't just go in and sit down and think, right? I mean, they can use it throughout the day when it's down. They go in the library, or they go into a small, we have a small office there, go and study for 1 hour. They can use it, right? So a lot of team has that type of educational incentives. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. It is a lot, guys. I understand, completely understand. It's just it's a background cost, right? That's the reason why a lot of people don't understand, and they get these higher certifications, they study and get it, but without experience, these certifications mean nothing. That's what happens to a lot of people. Okay. So this is Microsoft 5.
Hi, sir.
Okay,
Just
give me one
a
second.
small question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you know that in today's time, it's really hard to get a job, but just want to know that is internship and volunteership really help to get a job or not?
Volunteering does not, but internship does help. Co-op placement does help. Internship does help. But volunteering does not. It's not really considered as work. Internship does, because you can still consider that as a workplace knowledge. That's the reason why.
Okay.
Internship or
And
co-op placement.
okay. And do you know any agency, any company like who provide internships in this time?
So internships are very hard if you're not a student, because like IBM and everyone has internships, right? But they're meant for like current enrolled students. They don't usually advertise it for like people not studying in an institution right now, right? Because they're meant for, like, to be honest, they're meant for realistically like students to get into the workflow, right? So I know it's contradicting,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have done this mistake too, right? So it's just but I would still apply for it if you see it on Indeed or anything like that. Usually agencies will not work with internship. It's because they don't get commission, right, from the employer itself. So they don't usually do internship. They can work for entry level positions. They have a lot of entry level positions for sure, but not internship. They don't really deal with internship. And internships are usually dealt by colleges, not by like agencies. It's just because
Yeah.
not a lot of money is not there's no money to be involved in it, right? It's some internships will pay you, some don't. It just depends on which one you go into. I know IBM, a lot of these big companies do, but I know when you do government projects, they don't pay you, especially in the hospital. When you do internships. So, but I know Service Canada, Service Ontario, when you do internship, they do pay you. our co-op placement, they do pay you. That I know. So if you're looking for internship and want to get paid, don't do it in a hospital.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do it. Thank you.
No problem at all. Give me 1 second. I'm just adding this in for you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, in your week 7, I have added in Microsoft 365 lessons, and I'm adding in the 3 assignments as well. Give me 1 second. Assignments. MS 365. And it's exact same thing, or slightly same thing like your Azure as well. That's fine. And the thing is, I want to be very, very cautious with this. Is give me 1 second, just done. Okay. Press 365. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so they've been updated in your week 7. Okay, MS365. Okay, you see MS365. This is a pre-recorded video. The reason is because we cannot always sign up for Microsoft 365 again and again. You do have to enter in a card detail. Okay, you must cancel the account on the 29th day. If you go beyond 30 days, you will be charged. Okay, so just be very careful. You will not be charged if you follow this just exact direction. When you sign up for this Microsoft 365, cancel as soon as we're done. Okay, that's the thing I want to tell you guys. Cancel as soon as we're done. Mark it on your calendar. You don't need to have it open for too long. 2 more weeks, that's it. Okay, we don't need it more than that. So if you want to keep it for 2 more weeks, go ahead. But once you're done this assignment, you no longer need Microsoft 365. Okay, the free accounts. So the reason why I have done a pre-record video is I cannot sign up for a Microsoft 365 account until mid this year, but I have showed you the exact sign-up process and everything. Okay, this is where the assignment is. It says Microsoft 365, MS 365. It's 1, 2, and 3, and it's the same thing as Microsoft Azure. You'll do the first setup in here, which, you know what, I'll just open it up from here. I have it. I have it here. The only difference with this is right now is you're going to be, okay, so this is pre-qualified as the first assignment. Only thing is you'll have to sign up for a 25 trial license, and you'll use only 20 license, completely free, part of your trial access. Okay, I showed you in the video how to sign up for that, to exact creation of the account, just like Azure itself. And you'll go through it. You'll go ahead and create the account. You will need to figure out exactly how to assign licensing and think about research. Okay, in this Microsoft 365 sessions, we do not show how to do it. It is your responsibility to find it out. Okay, you have enough skills and you have enough research materials to go ahead and confirm this. I've given you exactly what accounts you'll need to create, user account, assigning license and everything. You'll need to do that, and you will need to initial gap in the ticketing system. It's not, do not fix any configuration or anything. That submission require 1 document. The first document is just setting up, okay? With these one. The second is where it gets involved with the ticketing system itself, okay? You will create a ticket and you'll solve the ticket. So you'll create a total of 7 tickets. I want to see total of 7 screenshots, okay? Or 7, or how many of your screenshot it tells you. So the first ticket you'll create is incorrect password, and I'll show you guys how to create these tickets itself, okay? User mary.smith@contoso.microsoft.com. The only thing that will change based on our ticketing system is because this is not something that's connected with Microsoft. It's a separate ticketing system. The email address, this email address will change. Okay, so you'll need to create, as we see on this video. This is username, and this is the issue. So I'll show you how to create a ticket. Okay, first ticket. So copy this one. I'll go into the ticket area, go to create a new ticket. It'll ask me to set up the user. You'll paste the user in. You will not find it, okay? You cannot search for this user. If it is there, then you go ahead and use it. But I'm going to go do this and put in @ctechtraining.ca. So the email must end with ctechtraining.ca, okay? @ctechtraining.ca, okay? And you can do the full name as Mary Smith. That's fine. Not a problem at all. All you need to do is fill in the email address and the name itself, okay? And click add user. All right. So now this would be considered as you're starting the ticket itself, okay? So let's come down here. The first thing you'll see once you selected this is ticket source. So were they phone call? Were they email? Or some companies will have this walk-in or other, okay? So you'll choose one of them. In this case, I'll just leave it as email. Our phone is fine as well. Helpful topic are like the main reason why they called, right? So based out of this scenario here, unable to sign in, password incorrect, required access, verified login failure, reset password, forced password change on next login, document why this resolved the issue, resolve a ticket, okay? So you'll need to make sure you create a ticket for unable to sign in, password incorrect. So when we go into the topic here, we can see incident and login account issues, incident email Microsoft 365 issue, incident application. So would you guys think that this is an incident, a security incident, or a general inquiry? What do you guys think that this will fall under? This ticket will start. This incident will fall under.
Security.
Why would you think it's security, Charlie?
Because it's password.
So think of security like this. So like when we say security, right? If you're not the login person, somebody else tried to impersonate you, or somebody tries to hack you, or somebody's sending you a nonsense email, you have lost your devices, you think you have clicked on a link that might potentially leak some data, those are what we consider security. Not because you see here in this document, it says unable to sign in, password incorrect, right? So like based out of that, you think that the first thing you should come to your mind is that maybe the user has forgot, Maybe it's a Monday morning, they had some party at Saturday, they're on hangover, they forgot the password. Or typed it in multiple times, incorrect, account locked out, right? So if you think of like that, where do you think this will fall under? Oh, sorry, my bad, guys. You guys should not even see. Sorry, my bad. You guys should be able to see. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my bad. So you guys should be able to see. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. So in this one, where do you guys think it's falling? So let's first establish this one. Is this an incident? Is it a service request or a security incident or a general inquiry? Which 4 do you think this will be a main category of?
Incident.
Very good. This is the incident. In incident, where do you think this will fall under? So these are the incident categories.
Login and account issues.
Login
Very
and
good.
account.
Very good. And when we do the department usually a lot of system will have it automatically assigned. But if you do need to specifically change it, out of this, what do you guys think that it'll fall under? Which department?
Sorry, come again, please.
Which department would you think will handle this one? There is desktop is one of the
Yes.
department, network operations one department,
Desktop
security is
support.
desktop support. Why do you think desktop support? And these are the
Um,
sub departments in it. So hardware and drivers, printers and peripherals, Windows OS troubleshooting.
this
I think it's
one,
on. No,
this
I think
Windows OS.
it's under service decks, under service decks, password and account issues.
Perfect. Yes, you see here it says password and account issue. That's where it is because it's a login issue, right?
Mhm.
Desktop, think of something like more like in a little bit of server side and a little bit of hardware side, not like too much of like passwords and those type of things. Okay, so
Okay.
it'll be exactly correct. This one SLA you can see it as default. You will not have permission to change them. And assign to you can just assign to yourself. Yourself you should be able to. Oh, Sunita, you are here. This is you, right? Yeah. I think I just
Yeah.
didn't have your password. Okay, so I think the staff did create it. It's my bad. I think it's, but maybe what had happened is that the staff did not put the password in. I'll get the password for you. It should be the same password. Try the same password. It
Okay.
should be the same password, okay? As the one I shared. Ontario $1 O capital. You should be able to
Yes.
log in.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, it should be your first name dot last name.
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll assign it to if it's myself, I'll assign it to myself. Or usually we ask for you can assign to yourself when you create your tickets. So assign to yourself. I don't see myself there. I don't know why. I don't think I have a normal. Oh, okay, yeah, and the thing I'm system administrator. Okay, they didn't create me an account. Okay, okay, that's okay. But you'll assign it to yourself when you create this. I'll just leave it as system administrator. You'll put in what the issue is like. Okay, summary of the issue. You go here. Sorry, assignment 2. Issue is enable sign incorrect password. You can paste the same thing in the description as well. Okay, and ticket is open. You can either set to assigned. So these are some of the ticket status we call it as. Okay, when it's at an open state, it means the ticket has been created. Nobody's taking a look at the ticket. Okay, from a lot of company standpoint. Now you have something called assigned, which means somebody's working on a ticket or somebody is in charge of working on a ticket. The next is waiting for approval. Is what you will do in some cases if the service request or an incident need a manager or someone else's approval. We'll send them an email and we'll change the status to waiting for approval. What this will do is this will notify the user who have created the account saying that, you know what, we're actually waiting on approval. Once we get it, we'll definitely do it, right? So they don't have to call back and ask. And the manager will know we're just, the staff is waiting on approval to close a ticket if somebody asks, right? So it's, we use appropriately, and a lot of ticketing system will have a lot more. Sometimes you'll have hardware pickup, you'll have, no response, and you have a lot of it, right? So waiting for approval means it is what it intends. You're waiting for approval from manager or someone to approve the request or incident escalation. Okay. Resolved is when you resolve the issue. And a lot of companies will consider resolved being okay. That is when you close the ticket itself. When it's closed or canceled, which means that it's no longer doable, or it's canceled due to an approval, or this is not the right access, right? So we can either cancel or close it. When it's resolved, it means the issue has been resolved and it's been closed. Okay, that is a status, okay, of the tickets. We're gonna keep it in assigned. This internal note we can use to put in our notes. I'll open it and I'll show you guys how this is done. This is how you fill in a ticket. Most ticketing system, 95% of the ticketing system in the market right now, that follows the ITIL foundational. They're all built on top of the ITIL pillars. Okay, ITIL is one reason why we have a ticketing system. It is to make sure people can be accountable. They can actually go in and management can go and see how many tickets we have. What are the difference between service request tickets, incident and problem tickets we have. And this is how it should be, guys. The ratio should be, we should have about 60% of service requests. Somebody wants something. We should have about 30% to 40% of 30% of incident tickets, and only 5 to 10% of problem tickets. the less problem tickets will we have, which means we're doing a good job. We cannot have zero problem. Sometimes we do, but it's just very rare for big organization to have zero problem tickets. But it is possible to have, 5 to 10% of problem tickets. It's very possible, okay? Or the total ticket counts. The opened or assigned or non-closed ticket counts, okay? Non-closed ticket counts. Anything that is not marked as resolved or closed is considered as open, okay? So this is how you'll do it, and you click on open. And you'll see the first thing is it gets assigned a unique ticket number, okay? This is what you'll be considered as your ticket's ticketing number. So that is what you'll use, to follow up on this specific incident or a service request or a problem itself, okay? This is what you'll use. And this is a unique number to this particular ticket itself. And if you ever want to send an email to the user asking question, you can actually send them here, users here, and be like, hey, hey, Mary, just want to let you know I have resolved the issue, right? And you can send them a post reply. If you want, and you must, and I always tell my technician whenever I train them, you have to put internal notes on what you have exactly done. The reason is because, let's say you have given them access and you removed one access, right? If we do need to trace our step backs, let's say something happens and we lost access, right? If we know exactly what we have done and you have documented it, we can just follow a step back to retrieve their account, right? Or you can also use this as a knowledge base. A ticketing system is one of the best knowledge base. You can go in and search previously what issue we had and exactly how we did to resolve it by looking at the internal notes. And that is what the ticketing system is always used for. It's for looking up to see if the same issue has come in the past. What did the technician do to resolve this issue? It can act like a database for what exactly we have done. And that is why it's important to do an internal note. And please do not do it as one note. Be like, I have resolved this by, maybe account reset is fine, like password reset. I have just went to Azure and reset the password is fine. But if you do any access control or giving them access to certain thing, you want to be very specific on what exact role you have assigned, or what exact role you have removed, or what exact access you have given, right? It's because, and what exact role thing you have removed, it's because you want to be able to trace it back, or in the future, somebody else can refer to the ticket and give the same access if they want it, right? And a lot of time, guys, in workplace, this is what you get. Can I get the same access as, if Shob is joining the new, Shob is joining as new, right? His manager might ask, can you emulate or can you copy the same access as Shahil or Dilip, right? And that's what we use to copy. And it's always good to whenever you copy every access and put it in here and be like, this is what the access that Shahil had, and this is the exact access we gave Shob. And that way you can always trace back, okay? And that is what you will require to do. Got it, guys? This is how we keep proper documentation. It's very important. Okay.
Yep.
Very good. And please, when you do this, when we do the assignment, I do want to see a proper notes. I will actually, in the documentation, in this part of the documentation, you do have to mention a ticket number for each one of these tickets, okay, when you create them. So I can go in and take a look at it, and it's part of the marking evaluation as well. It's very important for us to see the ticketing system. A lot of workplace, if you say you have, once you have working knowledge of this ticketing system, you guys can mention ServiceNow, you guys can mention Jira, you guys can mention Web Help Desk, you guys can mention pretty much any ticketing system in the market. They work on the main 3 pillars. Once you know this ticketing system, how it works, how to resolve it, how to assign it to yourself, you can work through anything else. You can probably get, you just need probably 1 day of training and you're done. Not in 1 day, 2 hours of training and you're done. Because this is the most complex ticketing system you can ever use, and everything else becomes easy. So just get used to it, start creating things. When you start off first, it will make be slightly difficult for you because you just don't know how to navigate and what you guess. Use the elimination method, right? When you click the department, see what this is not for. Think about it like in a way that you're working in the company, right? This is not security incident. This is not a service incident. This is not an incident. This is a request. They're asking for something, right? So based on that, okay, you'll create these tickets. Now you have a third one, where this is more 1.5 and the earliest tier 2. This is what you'll do when you're working on a tier 2 analyst. Okay, so this is very good things to work on. MFA prompt not appearing, those type of things. Please do work on them and document them. This is what you'll use on a day-to-day basis. Okay, and this one, I'm gonna give you the same thing as before. Do the first one if you can today, and try to get the first one done, and take the 2 assignments and work on it. Okay, it does. I do have expected time range, 2 to 3 hours. So each one of these will take about three to 4 hours, I would say, to complete them. So please do give enough time for you guys to complete them, and you guys will have 2 weeks to complete these assignments as well. Okay. Any question, guys?
At what date we need to submit? The next week?
Yes, I would say no, not next week. You guys will not be able to complete this, except for Charlie. I think Charlie will probably send it to me tonight. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys will have 31st and 7th to work on these assignment. It'll be due on the 13th, and we'll meet on the 14th to discuss about this assignment. So you guys here. And I'll send you guys a detailed email on this too, so don't panic.
This is
I'll give
looking
But
so
meanwhile,
complicated
classes
already.
will be continued, right?
you guys can more than welcome to join this class, but you guys will use this class time to work on assignment. The class will be open. I can join in if you guys need me to, but they're meant for you guys to work on. I suggest you work on the email just like you guys did last time. Okay. Okay. So you guys
So
will not.
till the time there will be no class, right?
Like I said, you guys can free to join in, but there will be no live class. It's meant for just assignments.
Oh,
So until 14, you guys will have the assignment on the 14th. We'll have a discussion on the assignment itself. We'll come in and we'll discuss. We'll talk about the troubleshooting steps.
okay.
Okay.
Like after 10
And you're
days.
after 10 days, yes, just like the Azure assignment that you guys have.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
This assignment
And
is looking so complicated already.
trust me, it's not. You know what? It seems like it because you're just not breaking it down in small chunks.
Yeah,
Once you have
you said we are to do the 365 alone. So right now it's complicated already.
yeah. Trust me, everybody says the same thing with Charlie, but once you sit down and do it, it'll become so much. Yes, you will hit a wall, man, for sure, 100%. I'm not trying to lie to you, right? But the thing is, the walls you'll hit will be so much helpful for you because the Microsoft 365 is something that you'll need to become knowledge of.
Oh,
For sure.
okay, let's see.
And you guys, the last class for this batch will be on the 21st. Okay, we're coming to an end.
Is it February 21st?
Yeah, February 21st.
Why so fast?
Yeah.
Is it so fast? Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's so fast because we've not done anything yet.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. You guys do have. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm probably the one who's confusing different batches, I think. No. You guys, sorry. You guys are not done on the 24th. February.
Probably by July. We'll be done by July.
Not July, man. It's not that long. It's
March.
11 weeks, right? I believe it's March, I believe, because you guys do have. Yes. Sorry, guys. You guys are the March 7th. Sorry, my apologies. It's the other batch that's getting over. Sorry, you're not you guys. It's the November batch. You're the December. Sorry, yes. March 7th, you guys will be the last day. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So, any questions? I will, as soon as this video is done, I will get it uploaded on our LMS. I'll send you guys an email. Please start working on the Microsoft 365 assignments. And if you guys do any help, please, I'll create the email loops for them right now, just so you guys have them.
The same email chain we had, right?
It'll be a new one, right? Because remember, it's a new one, right? So give me 1 second. Let me create the email chain for them.
So you're saying the 365 is more like Azure Azure, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Once you start creating the assignment and you go through them, you'll find exactly it's very super similar.
Okay.
Perfect. You guys have three links for um, your assignments. Each link, keep it in that link. And please, guys, if somebody needs help, please jump in. And you guys are very great at jumping in and helping out people. And mostly, please try to join on the February 14th, please, for the live class. We will have a discussion on Microsoft 365 assignment, and we'll go through the ticketing system as well. And we'll start our troubleshooting session for this IT help discuss. Okay, after we've done our discussion. And that's what it's going to be our majority of troubleshooting sessions. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the assignments are not yet added into the portal.
No, they're added in. Give me 1 second. They're added in here. You guys are the December. Sorry, we have two batches today. We have the IT help this November. We have IT help to December. You guys part of December, and I confuse you guys with the November. That's the reason why. They're the one who's coming over on February 27th, not you guys. I just realized. Sorry. Okay, there you go. So when you scroll down here, it's over here in the week 7.
I think week 7 is blocked.
You guys should be able to. Yeah, you guys should be able to. Course, go in here, scroll all the way down. Are you guys not seeing? Oh, okay. Because it's not meant to unlock. Okay, hold on. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
It
right.
shows
Sorry.
available on Jan 26th.
Yeah. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me open it up. Okay. Restriction. Okay, you guys should be able to see it. Just refresh. You guys should be able to see it now. Yeah, the restriction removed. Okay.
Yes.
On this one, I think I need to remove the restriction on this one. 2 minutes. Oh no, this is okay. You should be able to access it now. It's 24:12 a.m. You should have access right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome, guys. Please sign up for the Microsoft 365 account. Please watch the video completely before you sign up, because if you don't, I have seen people who don't follow the video properly and they don't cancel the account before the 29 days, they will get charged, okay? And it's like $600 something to your card. So make sure you cancel once you're done. You can just cancel it at 24th day, okay? Not a problem at all. Just do not leave it till 38th day. Just mark around your calendar, set up alarm, whatever you need. We do not need it for, once we've done this, for 2 weeks when we need it. After that, once you come back on the 14th, we might need it, but after that, you guys can more than willing to close it. Okay, not a problem at all. I suggest work on them and the assignments quickly as possible. And after the 14th, after we come back on the week of, so this is 1, 2, 3, you guys should be able to close it on this week. Okay, if you guys do sign up on today or tomorrow, just follow the 3 weeks mark and close it on before you guys. Once you guys done this assignment, you guys do not need Microsoft 365. You guys are done with it, okay? So close it before this class we start, if you are going to sign up for the period. Okay.
Okay. And please don't forget to add the CompTIA plus resources.
I will definitely do that, yes. And I will send you email once it's been added, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I'll get this video as soon as it's done rendering. I'll definitely get this uploaded, and as always, I'll send the email to let you guys know, and I will add the A+ resources, please. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful night. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have
Welcome.
a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.